friends. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Absolutely.
Who's the singer? Who's the singer?
Veronica Butterfly.
Ooh,
I don't sing. I don't do all that stuff.
What do? You the hype man?
I'm the hype man. You.
And what's your name?
A-Dub.
A-Dub.
Alright, A-double-N-I-E.
Okay, I know in double A.
Someone just woke up,
Somebody
guys.
just woke up. You're awake.
Okay, so who else is here?
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Wakey.
Who's this? Hennessy's?
Yeah. Half of her is awake.
That's part of my bedtime crew, but she's sleeping right now.
What?
Half of her is awake. Half of her is
Represent.
asleep.
Who else is here?
I'm a sleepy person.
Okay, so like my name is Philly Lou.
Oh my.
Ooh, okay,
There she
Philly
goes.
Lou. Are you from Philly?
No,
Oh, I thought you were.
me too.
Oh, I thought you were. I was gonna tell you bring me a Philly cheesesteak.
Sure.
Who else is here?
It's me, Jen. I don't have a cool nickname. It's just Jen.
She's a future
Jenny from the
vlogger.
block.
She's a future vlogger.
No,
she's a nobody.
She's a what?
A future vlogger.
Oh, I think it's a
Blogger.
fuchsia.
And since you guys can't see her right now, she has pink hair.
She has pink hair. It's fuchsia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuchsia.
Her name is
It's
Fuchsia.
fuchsia pink, hot pink.
What makes
Fuchsia.
you get pink hair?
I like it. Why not?
Ooh.
Good answer.
What made you get it? That's it.
Because I want to have pink hair.
Oh.
Literally, I wanted pink hair and I got pink hair.
It's not pink, it's fuchsia.
I wanted it, I got it.
Did
I'm
you
sad
have
I haven't
highlighter
got it.
pink
Yeah,
before?
for real. It's like
Yeah.
something
I want
that
$1 million.
But it's the same color. It's just now choose to end, so it looks different.
That what?
Because I said, wasn't it lighter
The
before?
first time I got it, it was just like this.
It was like a light pink.
No, the first time it was just like this.
Just like that? You sure?
Yeah,
Well,
but
it
it
was
wasn't.
like
I had roots, so I had the darkness on there.
But wasn't
makes
it
a
like
big
a
difference.
light pink?
That's what I'm saying.
La primera vez, it was just like
All right,
this.
she's
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
the same thing again.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
so.
like that.
Coño.
All right,
Oh,
so. How you be like, all right, so.
Coño.
So let's talk about Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
What are your
Nothing.
house?
Hanging out with you?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
celebrating 2019 Thanksgiving with you because this is the one where Andrea's birthday falls on Thanksgiving.
I'm eating turkey legs.
But you're not gonna be you're not gonna be with me the whole Thanksgiving. Annie or Anna, whatever your name is today.
What?
Excuse me?
It's A-Dub.
A-Dub.
Get it correct.
Anuel doble A.
Yeah.
You gotta say Annie doble A.
No, it's an N. It's two N's.
Doble N.
Double A.
Double N.
You still have two
A-double-N-I-E,
A's.
that's
You still
it.
have two A's.
And
Oh,
double
no.
N.
Oh, your real name.
Double
yeah.
N.
Double
See,
N.
look, this is the episode
Where
they sabotage my name. Anna, Annie, and Elisa.
you
That's
know,
all my names.
but what do I call you?
Annalisa.
Okay, at least you know.
Alisa. What do I call you? By your name.
All right, now for real, what everyone's doing for Thanksgiving? What are some traditions you guys do for Thanksgiving? How
Go
about that?
Nothing.
Nada.
Yeah. No.
Back,
Well, shop.
way back in the day, we used
Black
to.
Friday.
I feel like it's lost its umph. Like, I've skipped Thanksgiving altogether. I went straight to Christmas. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what my mom.
That's
I
true.
feel like
But the hype is different
Yeah.
too. Like I feel like after Halloween it was like automatically
Yeah,
Christmas. Like people
Christmas,
just swap
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
like Halloween, Christmas, Halloween are like
Halloween is
battle of the
my
holidays.
favorite holiday.
Right.
Like, people forget about Thanksgiving.
Right.
So I go through
Like-
a depression after Halloween because it's my favorite holiday.
Christmas is mine, so I feel your pain. After Christmas is like
Oh, but back in the day, we used
everybody's gonna be grumpy again. Nobody's gonna be jolly.
we used to
Well,
set
very
the
cold as
tree
fuck.
like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend. We
Huh?
used to set the tree Thanksgiving weekend. That was like our tradition. back in the
That's
day.
true, that was.
That was your
Wow.
tradition.
Mhm.
When do you guys? When does
That's
everyone
true.
set? What
That's
like
true. We used to decorate it.
on Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving weekend?
Like
No,
it'll be around that
Thanksgiving
time. That week
Like,
of
literally
yeah.
The next day.
Gotcha.
No, my mom used to like to have the tree up already at Thanksgiving.
If Thanksgiving was at our house, it'll be up. If it wasn't, it would be the day after.
Yeah.
Got you. For me, growing up, because my birthday was always around Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving, it will be literally after my birthday. We'll put it up. Or like that same night, we'll put it up after my birthday.
That was your birthday present?
Yeah,
Christmas tree?
Yeah, Christmas tree. Yeah.
Here, that's what.
Yeah, I would have been the most ungrateful
This
kid.
is the present. Don't expect to see any presents underneath.
I would have been the most ungrateful kid then if that was my gift. Anywho.
I used to love to watch in my house, like my parents would gradually buy gifts, but they would wrap it and put it under the tree.
And
So you would
guess.
gradually see it grow and you just get more excited. Like, I can't wait for this fucking day to come. I want that, whatever it is. Under the tree.
I used to be the one that tried to shake it.
I had all the presents on, like, in her
Honestly, you know what I
didn't
did?
know I was gonna get presents until the day.
Oh, that's so. I would love to do that for my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family did what you said.
Yeah,
Like it would
what I did
gradually
too.
grow, right?
You're like, oh, that was it.
what's that? That was a good.
3 more.
Yeah.
Honestly, I try to make it realistic. Like Santa really came that night.
Oh, I love
So then
that.
I
Leave the
just
cookies
mix
out.
like real gifts with like fake boxes. And I just wrap up the fake boxes, and I be like, I hope they don't shake this one because ain't nothing. in it.
Oh, God.
This
Just
box
to make
pretty
it look
nice.
like it's more and fill it up, and they be like, wow, whoa, Santa came in.
You guys ever get a box in a box in a box in a box in a box?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I
I
play
think
that
it's just
games
that
for
year.
the holidays. Like, my family is big on playing games on Christmas.
Oh, you did the wrapping one?
Oh, and I did a wrapping one, but I do it in boxes. Were you there that year when we did the unwrap game? And it was hot potato, and then when the music stopped, you had to unwrap the gift. And I would put a gift in each box. So, yes, you opened it, and there was another box inside, but
Yeah.
there was also, like, a gift for whoever.
Did you do with the mittens?
Oh,
Some people do it
we
now.
did try that. That's
And
the
then different
worst.
layers,
We never.
there's different little gifts.
We could. It took us way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. We sitting there like.
It's just like gifts.
Shit.
Gifts
And then-
saran wrap.
Yeah, and then by the
Love
time
to
that
play.
person gets doubles or however you play,
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta
with the
pass it.
dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
This one I got a box that was
That
one
booty.
Christmas that was like the size of her, like
For-
more bigger than her maybe.
Oh, yeah?
And it weighs so much. It was so heavy.
So
I
I'll
thought she
tell
got
you
a
guys.
house in there, maybe wrapped up,
No, seriously.
or a car.
It was so crazy. It was the year my boyfriend at the time, his birthday came around, and I pranked him and was like, oh my gosh, someone broke in the car. Oh my God, you gotta go downstairs. And he was just like, what? Someone broke in the car. So he thinking his windows is busted. Like, he's thinking the worst. And he running and racing to the car. I'm right behind him. He's running, racing to the car. And then he's like looking at it like, ain't nothing wrong with it. But he look inside, he's like, what the fuck? Somebody put paper in the car, and he opened it and he see all like my sticky notes and all the stuff that's just saying like happy birthday. Why you still cut it up? And he was really tight about it. Like, oh, why would you lie? You like, that's crazy.
That was
So
his baby.
that
The car was
Christmas-
his baby.
That
It's his
Christmas,
baby.
he got me real good. I'm gonna tell you, big ass box, like Ronnie said, bigger than me. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is in there? Thinking the same thing, like a dollhouse. Like
That
this
was
shit
the biggest
is like
mystery.
big. It's as big
The
as
biggest.
me.
I even texted Christmas morning before I opened my own gift. What the fuck was that? I need to know.
Yo, my brother, everybody was like, yo, did you open that box? Like, what the fuck was in there?
Guess
So
what
he
it was?
makes me do this whole, I gotta tell you so y'all can feel how it felt. He's like, oh, you gotta call Santa Claus right now and see if he
Call
was a
Santa
good girl.
Claus.
So, it's a little app, so I called Santa
Yeah.
Claus. Santa Claus said I was a good girl. He was like, oh, you was a
There's
good
an
girl.
app.
Yeah, you didn't know how to play with the
My older
kids.
students,
Yeah.
their mom showed me the screen recording, and he was so excited.
Yeah, so I thought it was a trial. I like watched Santa say I was on the naughty list or something like that. But he said I was a good girl, so I was like, I was shocked. I was like, oh, shocked.
Let me find out.
And
Yo, let me find out. You were shocked. Let me find out. What were you doing?
big ass box, and I thought he was trying to trick me. Big ass box, he brings it in front of me, and he's like, "Go ahead, open it." I'm like, "Really? Okay." Hype. I open it, but it was hard to like. I unwrapped it, but you couldn't see it. It was just a brown box. And he was like, "Open it, open it, open it." And Dad had to get my dad to like help me rip the box open. Mad excited. That's how tough it was. Like, oh my gosh, I open it, and there's two sides to the box, so I'm like tripping. So I cut the other side open, Girl, there was
Was
nothing in
nothing.
there but weights.
Wait, I'm done.
We're breaking up.
We're
Christmas is canceled. We are breaking up.
Christmas
That's
is
it.
canceled.
Oh man, like,
Christmas is canceled.
are
I'm
you
done.
serious?
Wake me
He was
up
like
tomorrow.
cracking up, recording me opening.
No.
Yeah, I would have been tight.
I was like, yo,
Christmas is
he was
canceled.
like, that's how I felt when you told me somebody broke into my car.
I was even
You was
disappointed.
disappointed.
I was in my house like,
on
oh,
Christmas Day.
man.
No.
On
Wait.
Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day.
We're gonna break up. You
That's-
think you're funny? How
No, he
we're
made
breaking
it up with the gifts after, but
No, last
It
year did
was
this in Genesis.
crazy.
I did a box and a box and a box, but the box was so light. She was like, "What the heck is this?"
And there was a piece of paper in there that I threw it away.
It was a
I was
piece
like,
of
I
paper.
understand.
It
I don't get the
was
joke.
a picture of concert tickets.
It was tickets to see me Bill.
It was folded. So she said, "It was a piece of paper." She just threw the paper.
Like I threw the paper on
Like,
the
you're
floor.
throwing away your
It's
Christmas
funny.
I would have been tight too. Like,
I was
really?
like, this is not funny. Made me waste my time. Across the room that I had to like dig through all the wrapping
She
paper.
said,
And then when I realized what it was,
And then also each box was like a label from something else. So
And
she
she
was like,
would-
I don't
yeah.
understand.
So she was like, oh, UGGs. And then it was like one for Coach. And then one from like a mug from the dollar store. So she
I
was
don't
so
know.
confused
There's
because
no-
everything had a different brand. She's like,
and
she
there
thought
was
it
a piece of
different
paper, and
idea.
I was like, I don't know what this is. I didn't look at the
But
paper.
she
I threw it
didn't
away.
open the piece of paper. She's like, a fucking paper. And she threw it
Hey,
out.
y'all playing games. That thing got funny.
that would have been my attitude. Like, really?
I'm like,
Like,
your
really?
concert
You could have
tickets?
put it in an
Oh,
envelope in a Christmas card like a normal person.
It's not that fun.
I'm done. So, you guys, what do you guys think about Black Friday? Because it's like, you go shopping, bum rushing people a day after you give thanks for what you have. Does that make sense?
It's not even a day, it's like hours.
No, but
Exactly.
beyond that,
Now, oh yeah, now you can go.
Now
Now
You're still
people work
digesting
on
your food.
Thanksgiving.
that's true.
You have.
I don't like that.
You got me
people welcome
exactly.
me.
Like I understand. Maybe
In
the
New
ones who
York,
doesn't
it's just
celebrate it. Maybe the ones who don't celebrate it. If you
Yeah.
want to work on
Because
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving is-
you'll be the one. They should have that option. That if I celebrate Thanksgiving, I don't need to go to work.
Right, just like when Jewish people celebrate their holidays, they don't go to work.
Exactly.
I don't go to work either because they always close.
Thank God. I always say. Thank God
I'm
for the
always
Jewish
working.
people all the time during
I'm
Rosh Hashanah,
done.
during Yom Kippur. What else? What?
They be like, man.
And now we get the Muslim holidays too.
Yeah.
Tell them to go.
We get the
Eid.
what
We
is
both
it?
Eid.
Yep. I say thank you to them all the time.
I mean, I get it. We get Christmas off. Why can't they get their holidays
Yeah.
off?
No, it makes sense, actually.
It does.
Well, Black Friday, to me, it's like
Look.
whatever. Because back in the day, it used to be like 70%
But
off.
how come we don't get
And now you get like a 30% off. It's not a real deal.
La Dia de los Reyes off?
That's
That's
your.
what
I was gonna
always
bring that
say
up.
that.
I was gonna bring that
I
up.
always
I
say
think it's
that.
a population thing. Because people.
And how many Spanish people in America?
Okay, how many?
No.
No,
actually
it's not about
celebrate?
that. You know what
It
it's
doesn't
about?
matter.
You got to fight for it.
Yeah,
That's all it's about.
agree.
It
Everything.
took them how
just
many
But
like-
years?
also, that's not like a.
Because the more people got it off, more people make it a tradition.
Yes.
It's
But
not a tradition because
Because
people
you
don't
know
have
what's
it
so
off.
crazy? All the like Hispanic children in America don't know shit about Dia de los Reyes. But
Because
if
they
you
don't
go to
know.
the islands, that's all.
That's
Christmas
bigger
is
than
nothing.
Christmas,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
even
Yeah,
like
so that's
Christmas
why
is
you don't
shit
get
in
it
Puerto
off.
Rico. If you go out there for La Dia de los
Don't do
Reyes,
that
you're
shit.
gonna be like, what
It's the
the
best.
hell is this? It's like better than Christmas. They got fireworks and all types of
Yeah.
shit going on.
Yeah, but
It's
the funny
dope.
thing, I was listening to Hot 97 the other morning, and they were talking about that, and it's like, oh, where you come to America and they make you lose your culture, and this is why
Yeah.
we don't get to celebrate like these. And it's true
You
because
have your
why
days off,
is
so
it
you don't
that
have
we don't
tradition.
celebrate Three Kings Day?
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
a lot. Come on, our population is crazy.
Okay.
Let's Google the
I should
population
ask for it
right
all.
now. Someone
Yeah, I think
Google the
but it's also
population.
different population versus people who actually celebrate it.
And then we have a for bullshit like Christopher Columbus Day.
Exactly.
I just
That
saw an
killed-
article like, is he a hero or is he
The
not a
same thing with
hero?
Thanksgiving is
I'm
that's
like,
also
that man was
bullshit.
not a hero. He was
Definitely
not a
he
hero.
wasn't.
I'll take
He's not.
Thanksgiving
He's
with my
no. He's
No.
not.
I mean,
He's not
they
a
try
hero.
to help a place that wasn't that didn't need their help. It was fine. Like
And
why?
he killed the Tainos.
And they
Yeah.
took the land.
He
Yeah.
killed.
That's just a surface.
He cut their hands. I'm just gonna be some.
Just a surface of
Just
it all.
yeah. Just
And gave them,
He
the
gave
blankets with
he
the
brought
smallpox.
diseases. Yep.
Yep,
They brought all
he
those
brought-
diseases over here
Oh
to
my
America.
God! And look at all the outbreaks that we're having. Like, I'm just thinking about cases in our school, like where I work, that
Don't get me started.
what?
No,
that,
where people
that
don't want to
parents-
vaccinate
yeah,
their
don't
kids.
wanna vaccinate their
Listen to me,
children.
vaccinate your kids.
Like,
I don't blame them. Like, it's scary. Nowadays, you don't really know.
No,
what
but then
they're
if you
putting
have
in
the
those
measles, you're gonna give my
vaccines.
kids the measles.
But
There is
listen,
no
it goes
scientific
beyond
evidence
that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's
You gotta
vaccinate
think.
your fucking children. That's it. If you don't, keep them in your house. That's it.
Exactly, get them homeschooled.
so you're saying don't vaccinate them, and you're saying do vaccinate.
No,
We're
my
both
thing is-
saying vaccinate your fucking
No,
children.
she's saying.
Oh, I'm telling you,
Don't.
No,
Okay,
it's-
all right. Why is your reason?
No, I'm saying I understand the parents'
Mhm.
perspective when they say like they don't want to vaccinate their children. You just don't really know what's in that medicine, even
Because
when they're
they
trying
did
to
say
tell you.
it
Yeah, I
was
know.
linked to autism. And all
Yeah,
that other
linked to
stuff.
autism. Like look at the population and sexuality and how that has diversitized, I guess. But like it goes beyond what like so your kid don't get sick and don't affect us all. But it's like, do you really know what's in that medicine? Is it what it says it is? You don't know that, and you're putting that in your child.
I get that. I understand that.
I
But-
understand too, but there's also no scientific evidence that vaccines are correlated to autism.
Well, I'm just letting you know
Well-
the flu shot gave me chronic hives one year, and that's why I don't take the flu shot ever. No.
I don't take the flu shot.
I don't take the flu shot.
I take emergency and B12.
Yeah, I can't. My thing is like, I feel like you're
But how
risking
you
your
feel?
child
Like,
even more.
I don't have a child, so I don't know.
In a,
I don't have a child.
honestly, if
I don't
I
have a
lived in
kid.
New York, I probably would vaccinate my child
Come on, all
because
the germs.
it's crazy filthy here.
It's
Yes.
disgusting.
But somewhere else, I really probably might reconsider because like people get in just anaphylaxis reactions to these medicines, and you be like, what the fuck is really in it?
That is
But how
No,
about,
the
how about
measles
you don't
stuff-
vaccinate your kid gets
But, like,
meningitis?
Yo,
It is
but
bad.
the fact that measles are a thing, like what?
But why are they infecting you with it so you could be immune to it? That's not even true. I know thousands of cases where people got vaccinated and still got chickenpox or still got
Yeah, I
whatever
mean,
it is.
it's just a risk.
yeah, it's not 100%
Yeah.
guaranteed. The way you take Plan B, still 99.9%.
But
That
then,
1%.
we put so much money into these scientists to figure out shit. Like autism hasn't been solved. There hasn't been no.
Alzheimer's haven't been solved.
Yeah, there hasn't been no
Cancer
real
solved.
like
How
how does
there's
this
very
start?
good
Where does
research.
this
Or
start?
has it, but because of pharmaceuticals.
Even
Yes,
Yes,
diabetes.
because
Yeah.
Dr.
No, it
Sebi,
has
what's
not
his
been
name?
researched.
Dr. Sebi, what's his name?
Yeah, Dr. Sebi.
Sebi,
I
yeah.
know.
He's a Sagittarius too. His birthday was. Just saying. I'm just saying.
But yeah, even like you think about Dr. Sebi and like everything that he has done and the people he has cured,
Yes.
healed, like
But look
he
what
is
they,
God
and what
on
they
earth.
did to him.
Who is
That's
his
what I'm
doctor?
saying. That's
And then
why-
what they did to,
Who
and
is
then
his doctor?
everybody who tries to
That's
like
what
do a documentary or something on him ends
Because
up where?
he-
Ends up where?
But
Dead.
that shows you
That
there's
shows you
a
that it's
truth to
true
it.
to it.
Can you
He's
explain
trying
who's the
to
doctor?
hush- So listen,
He,
there's so much on
He's
Dr.
from Honduras, right? He's Honduras, yeah.
He found a
Honduras,
cure
Honduras.
to
Yes.
every sickness, basically. Every sickness there is, he found a cure.
Mhm.
And there are hundreds of cases of people, and
they tried to indict him
Yeah.
for false, saying like he was lying about curing all these people, and he brought like I think they said 100 witnesses of people
there's
that
actually
testified
There's
to
a
say
documentary
that
of
he
both
did
being
cure
written.
them, and that they found him innocent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how many people he brought to
I blame
testify,
Pfizer.
and they killed him. They
killed him.
tried to say that he died of natural causes or whatever. How does a perfectly healthy man that was curing other people and was squeaky clean healthy die of natural causes?
But then you hear about what's her face.
But Left Eye was actually like
Oh, she's
Yes,
she
yes,
died.
yes.
And she
Left
was
Eye
one of
was
them.
linked to
And
Dr.
Nipsey
Sebi,
Hussle.
And Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey
Also,
Hussle was about to do a
yeah,
documentary on
He
him,
dies too.
and he died right before he was.
Maybe
And
we
now
should
they're
talk
talking about
about
Nick
him on our
Cannon.
podcast.
I am shooketh.
Yes, Yes.
And I'm changing my name because I just found out about this guy and they're changing my name.
No, but it.
And Nick Cannon, I was like, God bless his
Yeah,
soul.
He's
After
taking
Nipsey
on
Hussle,
this.
he said he's gonna do the
Do it,
documentary and take over where he left
doesn't
off.
Nick Cannon have what's
He has lupus.
Yes.
Yes.
This sounds like some kind of conspiracy to me, like some kind
Yeah,
of
it
government
is.
conspiracy.
And of course,
And they're trying to cover something up, and there's just like certain people who have a lot of money. You see them like Magic Johnson. It's like, how the hell did you not go to full-blown AIDS after all these years? Anybody else, the regular average person would have been dead already.
Yeah.
They no way we would have lasted that long.
But he also
So
has
it's
money,
like,
so
There's
that's
so
not all the
many
medication
things that
in the
are
world.
like scientifical that
But that's the thing. They don't want us. I mean, people to
But
find
why
a cure
don't
because
we
they're
have
gonna lose
access to that type of stuff? Why does it take millions of dollars for us?
Just
Anywhere else you
cloning.
go, medical
Money
coverage is
talks.
free. College is free. They raping us. Like even college tuition is
Yeah,
absolutely
in other countries
ridiculous, bro.
is so
And they
amazing to
leave
see
us
people
in
get
debt, and this is why our
degrees
people
and
can't
all
get
this
nowhere.
knowledge and
Because they say we are so in like debt with school loans and all that that
Mhm.
people can't even get ahead. In any other country, they don't have those problems.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And even down to
And
what
even
they
the-
allowed the like stores to sell, like food.
Yeah.
The FDA is not even like approving, but it's on shelves and is being able to be
Oh,
sold
yeah.
everywhere for a profit. It's
Even just
like,
regular vitamins,
I refuse.
they're not. It doesn't show that they actually work,
right,
and they're sold.
right,
Mhm.
right.
I refuse
Regular-
when I have a copay or I go to the hospital, the emergency room, and they send me that bill for an X-ray for $3,000. I don't pay that shit. Whatever the fuck my insurance don't cover, that shit is going to fucking collection. Every time they send me that shit, I see Presbyterian, I rip that shit up into 1,000 fucking pieces. My father be like, "Why you? No, I'm not doing no payment plan. I shouldn't have to pay for something that's saving my life."
Exactly.
I'm sick as a dog. If I'm going to the emergency room, I must be deathly sick for you to be like, "Oh, 3,000, get the fuck out of my face with $3,000. Send that shit to collection, and that's what we're gonna do. Cause I'm not paying that. I refuse to pay for a medical prescription
then
or
what
something
happens
like
is-
that. But I'm not gonna pay the hospital for nothing.
What happens is even nowadays,
Oh.
people that get their PhD, they can't even afford health insurance themselves and their doctors.
Yeah, that's how sad it
They
is.
have to cure themselves.
And then they be prescribing you shit just because.
Yeah.
Just because
because-
it's
Because
They
sometimes
gotta
I be
profit,
like,
that's
wait a
why
it's a
minute.
profit for them. The
What
more
is
prescriptions.
this?
That's why they be like, oh, you need this, you need. Oh,
I have a
sure.
guy.
Oh,
I have the guy.
I have a guy.
I have the guy.
it's like the shoe.
It's
You
sad.
know, I'm
You
gonna,
drop it
you,
on
know,
here.
you know I was at the doctor.
It's so sad. I went to a para meeting the other day and they were talking about workers' comp, and they were saying like if you injure your knee or something at work, right, they take you to a lawyer, right? They send you to their lawyer, and that doctor and the lawyer are there to check you out, and the doctor, they pay him to make sure they don't put you as 100%
Yep.
disabled. So they
Yeah.
already start you off at 50%. He said you're not gonna go over 50% disabled. They're never gonna put you at 100%. 100% is $850 a week that you would get.
What?
Once they put
They
you
don't
at
pay for the health
50%,
insurance.
that's 50% of the 850. So now you at 425 a week. And then once you get, probably they're not gonna put you at 50 because you're starting at 50. So now they're like, oh, you can actually move your leg a little bit. You can lift it up. Oh, okay. She's not really 20%. So now 20% of 850. What is that?
Yo, that's.
And then you can only do that for 10 years. So let's say you get injured, you're 35 years old. 45 years old, they cutting you off. It's for you to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life. You can't work, you're disabled. What are
And
you
that's
going
a
to do?
city job.
I was like, what? I had no idea. When he was talking yesterday, everybody was looking at each other like,
Everybody's lowered up. What do you got? Nothing.
Nada.
yo, I would hate to fall down the
People
stairs
got
at work.
teams.
But that's like
That's crazy.
the veterans. What they be getting? They risking their life in
That's
Afghanistan.
actually so sad.
Risking their lives in Afghanistan. You think? Nah,
That
for
is
real,
so
for real.
sad.
You think I'm risking my life?
Well, my cousin
Nah,
Just went. God bless his soul. I
That
was
is so sad.
It's
It's
scary.
crazy.
It's so
It's
scary.
crazy.
At this time, with the president we got,
It's
I was
crazy.
telling her, I was like, I would not want to go.
Yo.
It's scary. It's scary because this man be like having us on the brink of war because his mouth, and he don't know how to
Yo,
just
we
not-
got
And it's just his
It's
power.
crazy,
Like, it's not
yeah.
gonna affect him. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna lose family members. We're
And-
gonna lose
There's so
important people in our lives. And to him, it's like, oh,
Well, it's
Yeah,
not-
and
it's
just
a
say-
game.
affected
It's like
me.
every-
And just
it's
Now,
a game.
yeah, when they come back, they're not the same as when they left.
And the last thing
No,
he
they
just
be
did when he
so
took the
powerful.
Kurds, he took the Kurds out that were protecting. They fought in the war,
Oh yeah.
and
And he
they were
took
fighting
them
with the
out.
Kurds, and he took the American soldiers out and left the Kurds there to fend for themselves.
Yeah.
And they came in and they slaughtered those people, and the
That's
American
so
soldiers
sad.
didn't even
Oh,
want to
my
leave.
God.
Because they felt so bad for those people, because they like, yo, I seen you, your brother get killed, your sister. We fought alongside each other, and here I am. I'm gonna abandon you, and everything we worked all these years for is like gone to nothing because they just came back in, invaded it, raped the people, tortured the people, killed the people, whole families, everything. I'm like,
sad.
and then moved the soldiers somewhere else. I forgot where. I think Russia or somewhere. And they were like, well, why? And he was like, oh, they paying me. So it's like you using the American army to do your bidding,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
To pay your debt, yeah.
instead of using them for that makes you like, what the hell are we sending our families over there to fight for this country? And this is the type of stuff they using them as pawns for money.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even feel like the integrity anymore. Like so
Nope.
proud. Like, oh, I would love to fight for this country.
I
like
would love to be American. I see an American flag and
I'm not
cringe.
proud anymore.
I'm like, oh my
it's
god.
sad.
The other day, I saw a
Shame.
McDonald's flag with an American flag, and I started laughing.
What?
It was
Yeah.
a McDonald's, Golden Arches, an American flag, and I literally started laughing. Like,
It's a joke.
this is the country.
America's a joke right now.
Yeah,
Seriously,
it
it's
is.
a joke.
And I told my dad, I said, if this impeachment doesn't work, and this man gets voted back in after the election, he's gonna feel like he's on top of the world because he's already like, oh, the Mueller investigation, I beat it. It was a witch hunt. They were just after me. Now the impeachment, if he gets away with the getting through this impeachment somehow, and then gets elected back in, I'm like, what are we gonna do?
Money
That's another
talks,
4
that's the
years of
problem.
another 4 years of this man. I don't know. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh god.
I don't know
how
the
to
women
consider
that are like just
Oh,
going
boy.
crazy.
Because there's a lot of
4
people
years.
that they always felt like Trump, and now they have somebody who stands behind him, and that's why you got me. Everybody who felt like that inside, now they be like, oh, he's doing it, so I can show it
They be
now.
on the
Yeah.
cover like Trump supporters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like where are they?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate to speak
true.
this, but did y'all hear about? I know Annie heard about it because she put me on about the Simpsons
Oh yeah.
predicting
And
the
they're like,
future.
Yeah,
So one of the
It's
things
so
that my
scary.
boyfriend was saying, he was
How
like,
do
the
you feel
only
about
one
that?
thing that they didn't show that came true was they showed Trump getting assassinated. And I said, if
Yeah.
that happens, and I think if this impeachment doesn't follow through and he gets voted back in for another 4 years, people are gonna feel really like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't wish that on
Well, my
nobody,
thing is,
but
it's like,
I think people that would be like somebody might take it upon themselves to be like, nah, I'm not taking another 4 years of this man. Or they might feel like I gotta save my country type of thing, because the longer he stays in there, like these Republicans are like, what's the rush to impeach him? Like every day
What?
this man is in office, he's doing more and more damage.
And
like
he
no,
be
he
talking
has to
crazy.
Our
go.
country's
Because
falling
look,
apart.
the next the lady, what's her name?
which one?
Dandridge or Bainbridge.
Wait, so hold on.
She's
I'm
in the
sorry.
hospital. She might die. If she dies and he appoints another Supreme Court justice, that's 3 already that he appointed. That means that there's nothing that he can't send to them that they will be like, all right, we're gonna pass it. Oh no, we're not gonna pass it. Like they just subpoena his taxes, and they sent it up there. You know, he put that guy, the one that was accused of rape. What's his
the one who
name?
died?
No, he's Supreme Court
Supreme
justice
Court
Oh,
now.
okay, I think you're talking about Epstein.
I forgot his name.
I know.
but
It's like on the tip of my tongue.
yeah, they subpoenaed his tax records and he
And
said
he-
no.
and he dismissed
And
it.
he dismissed it. He's like, no, he don't really have to show it. If it
That's
was Obama, imagine.
Yo,
Yo,
if it
if
was
Obama-
Obama, he would have
Yo,
got
it
impeached
was-
the first month.
Yo.
Not even in 3 weeks.
Yo.
They remember they were trying to say he wasn't even a citizen.
Yes, and it was him. It was Trump.
It was
Trump. It was Trump himself.
Oh
who
my
said
god,
that.
literally.
And he asked to see his birth certificate.
Like the audacity to ask somebody birth certificate.
And you don't
Fuck
even want to
yourself.
show your fucking
My thing
tax.
is, it's
fuck
like, my thing
yourself.
is like, where's your ancestors from? I just want to know
Yeah.
where they are, where they're from, because
And-
no one is really American Where's their
This
ancestors
is
from?
man from Cheeto Town. This is Cheeto ancestors.
But you know.
No, they already said it on CNN that he's not fully American. I forgot what his ancestry.
Of course
They
he's
said
not.
it.
They
before,
do
though.
say
that, man?
Yeah.
He's the color
No one
orange.
is really American.
He's
Who's
the
American?
color
The ones who are Americans is people who was born here, but everybody, their ancestors came from somewhere else. Who's American? No one.
And I hate what he's doing to the
Technically,
dreamers.
Puerto Ricans are American because they born with a Social Security. But I'm just saying. Man.
We just
I'm
said the
just
facts.
saying.
And that's like one of the funniest things. Like people envy Puerto Rico for that. Like motherfucker.
That's why he tried to kill us after Hurricane Maria.
You get
Throwing paper towels.
Throwing paper towels.
Yo,
Yeah.
my nigga, I would have
That
threw
was
it
the
back
most-
and got arrested for the rest of my life just for
I've
doing
seen
that.
I know.
No, you don't
I
get
see
you
TP,
don't-
man.
I mean, you get
When I get
arrested,
with
but
TP, the president.
please, you get over it. Remember that man that threw a shoe at?
Oh yeah. I'm sure, but you know, like war.
Yo, he was like,
war
oh.
flex.
Yo, but I knew the governor from Puerto Rico was garbage because he allowed that to happen.
Yeah, he did.
And you was right there, right by his side, cheesing.
And then what's her name was over here in fucking floods. What is her name?
Gaimin Yuling.
She was walking in the floods. She was walking in it, like wasted
Really
in
working.
it, walking.
And the governor was chilling with Trump with the best stuff in his house. All the compra and everything chilling. Yo. But they got him out of office. I'm just saying. We slacking in over here. We
oh
slacking.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, and it's sad because you could even see like just the young people not give a fuck. Like you'd be like, you gotta fight, you gotta like speak up, you gotta like really.
But the
stand for it.
dreamers are because
And,
he's
yeah.
trying to take away DACA, and that's their right to
Oh,
be here,
God.
their right to work and everything. And it's kids that been here, like those are not even those are dreamers, like the kids that were brought here with their parents, 3
I
years
think
old,
that's
2
so
years
sad.
old. They like, I don't even speak that language. I never even been to that fucking country. You're gonna send me back
Yeah,
over here.
exactly.
And my whole
No, but
family
like,
is here. I don't even know nobody. How do you expect them to
literally.
survive over there? You're gonna send me to some third world country. I don't even know nobody.
No,
I don't
like,
know.
imagine
Don't even
that's your
speak
life.
Spanish or come on.
Imagine
like,
that's your life. Your
that's
parents have to go
crazy.
back home.
What's the
You're
girl?
not anything without your parents. You literally have to like imagine
yeah,
that.
that's so
Imagine being
sad.
like
so
15.
scary.
The
16
lady
years old, that's happening to you.
one of the dreamers they had on there. Well, she's not
I
a
love
little
how
kid
Ryan
anymore,
fucking
but she was because they they even put on there, we're not gonna sleep because you won't let us dream, so we're not gonna let you sleep. I love that.
Yeah.
Somebody had the sign saying that protesting. But yeah, the dreamers, that's so fucked up because the one lady, she was a teacher and she had to explain to her kids like, I might not be here because of whatever, I might lose my citizenship. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Like, you know what's that? You from day to day, you don't know if they're gonna come knock down your door and be like, oh, the day is up, or the day you wake up and you see on the news that DACA has been done with. Like,
How about when they was putting the kids in cages?
Yeah, the kids.
Oh, that's a whole nother. That should have been impeachable offense right there.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
I don't understand how he wasn't able to be impeached at that moment. I'm like, yo, these kids are separated.
That's the
from
most
their
horrible
families.
thing.
These kids,
I heard.
there are parents who never got their kids back.
Yo,
For real, to this day.
You know,
they don't know where
they
they are.
investigated the youngest one, I think 2 months old or something. They tried to find the youngest kid that was separated. I think he was like 2 or 3 months old. And when the parents got him back, they showed him he couldn't talk, he couldn't walk, no nothing. That's detrimental. They're supposed to be working with you and doing all. I guess they were just leaving him there to fend for himself. He's 5 years old. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. No nothing. They just reunited him 5 years old back with his mom and dad.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
and he's still the president of the United States of America.
That's
you
so
know
sad.
the craziest part, like years from now, I'm like, wow, that really happened in this country.
You know how you know how when you was younger, you used to hear all this stuff in history, and you'd be like, you wouldn't think you would live through something like that. You know, when you're in history class, you listen to all those stories. Nah, we living through that now.
Yeah, just like
It's
9/11,
crazy,
and then you ever seen Fahrenheit 9/11?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then what is it? 11/9, the one about Trump.
Yeah.
The recent one. Oh my God! When I watched both of those one day, and I watched them back to back, I was like, where was I? Like, I watched that back then, but I don't think I was woke. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching it, but you just like whatever. You're not really getting it. When I watched it now, as like the age I am now, I was like, what?
Now, when they
Are you
told
kidding
Bush
me?
that the Twin Towers collapsed and he's reading the book, it's like, how is your
Yo.
reaction that way?
Cause he knew
'Cause you knew
already.
about it.
That's bananas.
Well, it's crazy. This is America.
Yo.
Isn't it? What song says that?
This is
Childish
America.
Gambino.
Yo, okay. Got you.
Horrible.
Okay,
America.
music person.
That's how this should start. This
What?
is America.
That's how it should end.
Right? Shit.
Yo, that's crazy. Now, why we all in the mood now?
And
Look at our face.
now with the press.
Now we all in the mood.
Right?
So we have to
We're
do
pissed
something.
at
It's
it.
upsetting.
When you start
I
talking
love-
about
like
that,
I said,
so upsetting.
I'm not happy to be like an American. I'm not proud. I cringe.
They don't want us
You
to be
know how
American anyway.
embarrassing it is to go somewhere else and be like, yes, I'm the American.
Well, you know they don't like us in Europe and all those places.
Oh no, but the thing, the thing is that the UK has their own fucking problems. You're not even looking over here at all.
Hold on. You know what's so sad? I think it was last year. Veronica had shared that there was a book in the school, like with kids from different countries, or either it was part of the curriculum or something that they were doing, and she was like, Annie, when we got to America, like the U.S., she was like,
Yo, I never
I'm
seen nothing
so
like
sad.
that.
She's like, in a book that's probably sold all over the world, all over the country, she said, it is so sad to see the United States.
Yeah, they had it. Yo, I never
It's
seen that.
crazy.
Like cars abandoned and shit.
What?
Like the buildings looked like dilapidated, like all fucked up. Like it
Looking
was
like rural areas.
And then they had like Puerto Rico, beautiful palm trees, like Costa,
Yeah.
different countries, different like Los Angeles. You see the bridge, everything. Yo, when they got to New York, I was like, oh my god,
They said this is America.
like that's horrible. That
It's
they
crazy.
looking at us like that.
You know,
It's
it was,
crazy.
sorry.
But
it was
then
the New
everybody,
York-
So is it like
but
a
then
New York
everybody when it
Pacific?
comes.
It was New York, and somebody was sleeping on they had somebody like
New York
homeless.
Are you
Specific.
serious?
I can't.
Are you serious?
And this is a book in PS 527 in the library, and I was just looking through it like
It was
like
about
New
America.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it was
just New
about America, but different cities in America. Yeah, like
So
what
you
I
got Cali, New York,
mean? And they
Miami,
and
Chicago.
all of them look great, and they got I was
They
like,
got to us, and it was like. And
Homeless
meanwhile, our
people.
president is from the United.
Not
From
only
New York.
that, it's just
Not
it's
anymore.
such a
And
weird
New York,
like paradox
he can't deal with the heat.
of New York is this grimy, dirty place and like horrible things happen, but also the people that come to New York are also the best of the best.
But the thing is,
That's-
everybody
yeah.
want to come
Because
to
it's
the
so
American
competitive.
dream. Everybody
So,
want to
yeah.
come here for the American dream. You know that, right? The American dream. And the
But
American
you
dream
know why
over here is
they-
horrible.
The American
But
dream, you
it's
work
horrible.
fucking 60
I've had-
hours a week and you can't even feed your family.
you know what it is though.
Exactly.
Despite everything else, it's much like you go down south with the education you have here, you be bored. Like Sophia, the one-to-one that I had when she went down south, he was like, the teacher started telling her like, don't raise your hand during like lessons because she knew everything because she learned it already because she's from here. So it's like they're like a grade behind down south.
Yeah.
Like you go anywhere down south in the education system. The education system does not compare. DOE even, they'll be like, in order to get the certification here, they make it so hard for you. Anywhere else you go, you'll get it like that.
That process was.
It's so hard to
Hard.
get it here. It's like 3-4 times harder to get it here. So that's why when you take that anywhere else, they respect it so much. Like, oh, New York, they already know what you had to go through to get that. So they like, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
If you from New York, you doping
That's the thing,
everywhere.
good.
Everywhere you go,
good
you
money.
popping.
You
It's-
good money.
For us, we're from here, so we don't know anything different. But when you come here, it's like wow, everything is different. Everything, especially compared to other states.
Yeah.
But I feel like people get disappointed when they come here because they glorify
And it's
it
tough.
like it's
fucking
so.
tough.
If you
No,
don't
because
have
they be
thick,
like, oh
tough,
yeah, the
thick
pay is
skin.
more. They pay you more, but everything is
Yes.
so way more expensive.
Look, I was just in a cab and a
Yeah.
guy was complaining to me. He was like, yeah, I don't pick up certain people because they jump out of the cab. He was like, it's so grueling, driving this cab or whatever. He was like, people think 'cause since I'm sitting down and just driving, I'm good. He was like, when I get home from sitting down in this car all day, I just feel like losing my mind. Like, I don't even know. He was like, and you know how long it takes me just to make $100? I gotta drive around for like 8-9 hours just to make $100.
That's crazy.
I'm like, dang. And he's like, this country is crazy. But he's like, what are you gonna do?
And then
I gotta work. What am I gonna do?
and then to become an Uber here is the toughest thing
yeah,
ever.
it's
But you
tough.
can become an Uber anywhere the next
else
day.
is so easy because Tiffany was saying how easy it was.
It's
for her to
easy. You can
Uber.
get it the next day.
And I'm like, Uber, like, you need, like, the most of the most to, like, do Uber in New York. She was like, no, I do Uber after work. I'm like, what? I remember when she was doing that, she was like, but how? She's like, it's so much different.
Everywhere else is easy. It's just here.
Yeah. Everything is harder here. Everything.
But I feel like
Everything
it's safer. But it's safer because they don't like you want to Uber over there. You get kidnapped. You getting kidnapped. There's no what is it? TLC or TCL?
Yeah.
The thing.
TLC. That's
TLC. Yeah, like you. There's not. You don't have none of that over here. You have that. Like you be like, oh, I was in this Uber this time. You got to find him. We have all of this information.
Right.
You getting kidnapped. That's it.
Right.
But
Wow.
that's
Just like matter of fact, just like all those people who's
technology.
getting that they taking that are missing.
So that's
Wow.
Let's just go into that to human
Yo.
trafficking. What's
Yo,
going on?
Human trafficking is real. I never had a period in time where I saw so many people speaking about it, so many testimonies where people actually been like in a situation where they almost got kidnapped. And it's like, yo, this shit is real. Like,
makes you want to take the train.
Makes you want to take the train.
It's like
And I was telling her, I was like, yo, I wouldn't mind living right here, but like this little back street right here.
oh
I'm
no.
like, let's say you coming back home 3-4 o'clock in the morning from the
Yo,
club or something. No. I'm not
I was
even to
blessed
park
with
and
the
get
best
out
Uber
your
today.
car. Somebody could be waiting right there. Like,
I don't know, boy. It's not safe anymore out here. Not safe.
You
You
gotta
see
be
one of
careful.
those vans,
Oh my
you
god, I
better
can't.
keep
Oh
it
my
moving.
god.
For real.
Imagine having a child.
oh,
Having a kid.
Yo.
that's why I don't want to have
So
no
we
kids.
have
parents
come link to
are
link.
so
We're not going
crazy.
anywhere separate.
Yeah.
Our parents are so crazy because you think about the world, like, everybody always asks me, like, oh my gosh, Andy, you're 31 and you don't have kids and you're not married. I'm like, shit, I'm scared.
Word.
I'm not trying to have a sex every time.
Every
my
day.
son leaves the door.
I'm gonna have a child to bring them here in this
Oh,
world.
fuck
I'm
that.
scared.
How about the school with the bullying and all of that stuff that be
And
going
it gets
on?
so serious. Like, New York City schools are so different because they literally teach a child to be tough. Like, there's not a lot of schools that focus on social and emotional growth of the child. It's more like survival of the fucking fittest.
That's New York, though.
The strong
Period.
survive.
That's
Darwin
it.
says so.
No,
That's
but
it.
I'd be ready to be because somebody was bullying my niece and then she got jumped. I was ready to go to school and I was gonna lose my job. I
Right
didn't care about nothing. It's just like
Lose
Your
your
own
own
child.
it's
Your own child.
crazy. It's crazy.
And if it was imagine if that was
I don't
your
care if you're
child.
11.
Oh my gosh,
We
it would have been
we
hard
fighting.
for me.
We
Especially
fighting.
if I don't have the right response, like my brother said from the principal, that the principal's like, oh no, yeah, well she has some fault in it, so we're gonna have to what?
No.
What
no,
you
no,
think
no.
somebody gonna do if
What?
3
I
people
got
is jumping on them? And then
I
try to say when it was the roles were
Negative.
reversed, like, well, she's getting detention. What's gonna happen to the other girls? Well, it's off school grounds. Nah. You're not gonna tell me
Detention?
that.
No, honestly, too,
I would have threw the
detention doesn't do
transfer
anything.
rag in his
No.
face. Like,
They're all in the same
pages,
class. It's not even
code.
like
Nah.
they
We're
just
not
in the
doing
same school and they don't have to cross paths. They're all 3 of those girls in the same class with her. How you expect her to function knowing that just yesterday y'all all jumped on me and tried to and basically beat me up.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because
Her
you know what? If
safety,
they
her
was to
livelihood.
stop bullying, this is why kids get bullied and then they come back to the school with a gun and shoot everybody up. But then it's that person for they shouldn't do it. But if y'all wasn't stopping the bullying, things like that wouldn't happen in the first place.
It's
And
like it's
I
almost
Because
like
they
there were
push you
signs.
to an extent. You got me? They gotta bully you
I mean,
until
when
one day
everything
you gotta
happens-
wake up.
When everything
and
happens, there were signs.
Uh-huh.
But before that, what were the signs for? What were you looking at?
That happened to
Sure.
a kid. What was it? I think it was in the Bronx, the Spanish kid. He's like doing I don't know how many years. He was getting bullied. He stabbed the kid, killed
Yeah,
him.
they stopped them. Yep.
But
And
look,
you
just
can tell, but the thing is, you can tell he was
Exactly.
getting bullied. You got me? Come
he
on.
was gay. You could tell
Yeah,
he
he was
was gay.
getting
He has
bullied.
pink hair,
Uh-huh.
everything like.
You could tell they was bullying him. Y'all wasn't doing anything. Now now he's probably gonna do what? I forgot how much they charged. They gave him a crazy charge.
Yeah, 15
Wow.
years.
Yeah, like 15 years. Like I'm not saying it's good for him to kill him, but come on, y'all could have avoided that whole situation.
Yeah.
Because
And
2 people's
But
lives
facts
were
were
ruined.
there. That's fact.
Yeah.
the
And but
evidence
let's
is
go
there.
even deeper than that. Before it even gets to bullying, look at that kid that just died recently. That outside the school, the kid that they were all fighting in that brawl, and he got stabbed and he died. And it was over a girl or something like that, and it went viral, and it was like 100 kids outside that was watching it, and
That's
they
right.
nobody did
does
anything,
no.
and the
Nobody
kid
does
wound up
anything.
dying.
Wow.
But no one does anything but record.
yeah.
And you know
that's
what?
the new
Recording
time
is
we're
a
in.
gift and a curse because you sitting
It
there
does.
recording
It really is.
nothing. But at the end of the day, if you didn't record, we wouldn't have who was
Evidence,
there. You
yeah.
got me the evidence.
Because that's how they caught them.
Yeah.
too, with the
it's
video.
it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It definitely is because like my mom had someone kill a child, 5th grader, jump off the roof and kill herself because of like school and bullying and these videos and
It's like that now, but that social media bullying is a whole different ballgame
Yeah,
too.
that's so crazy.
Because
So
once you
block that
once you
like
put
another
once you put
you
something
block
on the
them again.
internet, it's there forever. We
Yeah.
already know that.
And then these girls, they, being naive, letting these boys take pictures of them. And then once that gets out, you don't know how much of a nightmare, because there's no way to get that off. Somebody put something up, there's no way to get that off. And that's there forever. Even if you erase it, it's always
Somebody
there.
has it.
Somebody has it. Somebody has it.
and they screenshot say
That's like this. Even though switch the subject, that's like this dummy Kim Kardashian yesterday was like, oh, she's gonna stop. She's
I
gonna
saw that,
stop. Like
the nudity
posting
in her-
nudity
in
and
her
stuff because of her
pictures,
kids. So
because
your
her
kids can't
don't see
Google
it.
you and see your sex tape with
Right.
Ray J.
But no,
Or they can't see
I don't
half of
think
your.
the point was that. I think the point was when her account is around her kids, they don't see them at that moment. Obviously, in the future, they can Google her.
They can
just
Google.
at that
North
moment-
can Google her right now because North is big.
I don't know what kind of parental advisory she has on her phones. I don't know.
Nothing. The way she be in makeup.
With her fake nose rings,
With her heels.
with her fake
But
nose.
they said that Kanye don't want her wearing
Kanye don't want it, but because
makeup.
Kanye wants to be saved now. So
Oh wait, can we just talk about this?
Kanye wants to be saved
No,
and
no.
be a
No,
padre.
You really
no,
think-
Can we talk about no?
I don't believe
I
that.
think
talk
Jesus
about-
walks did so great, and he knew that he should take. He's like, what can I do?
No, but you know how
Kanye
people.
found the Lord.
No, you know how. All right, you know
Do
how
you
people
really
forgive
think he
you.
did?
You know how people
Just
give
like
you the
Mace.
past. You know how people
Okay,
give you the
wait.
past.
I actually
Well, the
believe that
version
Mace-
of
No,
it.
but no,
I
but you
don't
know how
feel
people
like
give you
Mace
the past
really
when you
did.
go to, like the God way. You right? You find your past.
Yeah.
People give you the
Spiritual.
past. You know, people give you that past. So that's why I think he's taking it that way. But at the end of the day, when you at these little conventions you have where it's like white people there, you start talking about the same thing you was talking about before. So what is it? Because you wasn't saying that in United Palace. I'm just saying. You wasn't saying that in Chicago when you're talking about Trump and all of this stuff once again. So you pick and choose your crowd. I'm just saying, like, I have a lot to say about Kanye.
I don't know about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hello.
I listen to the radio every day. And they talk about it every single day. But what you was gonna say about Mace?
No,
I found that.
I was just comparing the two. Like, it's just so funny how people pick and choose when they want to.
But the thing is, with Mace, he wasn't talking crazy.
Yeah,
But I
that's
feel
true.
like
Yeah, when he found the Lord, he came back. Maybe he's still going to church. I don't know. Is he still going to church?
It's just funny to me.
I go to
don't know.
church.
There are certain people that I find funny, like Snoop Dogg. Okay, yeah, that sounds funny to me. I don't know why.
What sounds funny? What's funny about
Like
Snoop?
him just finding the Lord and going.
Oh, Snoop Dogg on the Lord.
Oh, did you not hear his life?
But remember, he used to sing in the church. He grew up in the church back in the day.
This
So did
all
a
stuff I don't know.
lot of other people, but
He grew up in church. Then I don't know what happened. He was hanging out with the Crips.
You know,
And now he found
spiritual
the
as
Lord
well.
again.
Don't be judgmental.
that's
So
what
random.
What?
Whenever you feel it's convenient. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, guys,
it's
when
not
you see
impossible, but
Spiritual.
Gang members.
I
is
just be
spiritual.
like,
You can.
can
Anybody can be
find the
spiritual.
Lord again and again. and
But
again.
my thing is like this guy is doing freaking. He thinks he's what's his name? What's his
we
name?
speak about Kanye still?
He
Yeah.
thinks he's what's the guy's
I
name?
can't.
What's the guy's name?
Kirk Franklin.
Not Kirk Franklin. What's his name?
With that crying in front of him.
Not Kirk Franklin. Oh.
It looks very cultish.
Wait,
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
find
a
this.
cult.
He
Why
was
y'all
wearing
have
the
the same
robes and
uniform
shit.
on?
What's
Yeah.
the
That's
guy's
what I
name?
call, like-
The white guy that he goes all over on tour.
Joel.
Joel Osteen. Like now
Oh,
you're trying to be like,
Joel Osteen.
now he's trying to be like Joe,
like him,
but he's
though.
trying to be like him. Nah,
The thing about Joel
The
Osteen
Black
is,
Joe Osteen.
he goes around.
when
he
the
does his
hurricanes
tour.
happened, he did open up his church to the people that were displaced from the homes from the hurricane, which is the whole point of people who believe in that religion should rule the come before government or whatever it is. Which is the whole motherfucking
in God
point.
we trust.
It's to open
Let's talk about
the
what
church.
our country
And he did
was
it until
built
like
on.
X amount of days later.
And people
Until
forget
people
that.
was complaining, I bet.
Exactly.
And people was talking. Boy, this is all a
This
game.
is what you guys believe in? So it's like, knock, knock, open the fucking door.
And no, back to Kanye. You doing this whole church thing. You have to pay for tickets. You selling shirts that says something about God for $500. You doing a breakfast that you pay like $60 and you getting that an Eggo and 2 pieces of bacon.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw the
For
picture?
$500, like go Coachella for 3 days. Coachella 3 days.
Yo, it was literally an Eggo and 2 pieces of bacon. Our brunch
And
tomorrow was gonna be way better than that we're gonna make.
I'm not cooking it, but I'm cleaning it. Cleanup committee.
I like that.
But yeah, everybody knows I'm not feeling Kanye. I used to love Kanye too.
Me
Not
too.
more than Jay-Z, but I used to like Kanye.
You want to hear a funny story?
What?
I love to tell the story. In 2009, I was young. We 17-year-old girl, and I had 2 posters in my room, and they were one of Taylor Swift and one of Kanye West.
Okay.
And then the whole thing happened, but I love to tell that story because, like, what are the odds?
Oh, cause that was the year that he went on stage and played her.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like, what are
But
the
what
are the odds?
I was thinking about that the other day because she got the award for what was it? The woman
Best
Artist of the Decade.
And I thought about that. And all the stuff she accomplished, like her net worth is right up there with Beyonce's net worth. Like I had to sit there and Google it because all of that was in my head. Like,
no, when they said she was the highest grossing tour, I was like, no way. I was like, there's no way in hell. No,
I'm just saying,
there actually
karma.
is a way in hell.
I'm just saying karma. I'm not trying to throw.
But not only that, she had
Is it karma or is it control?
she also has released way more work in the last 10 years than Beyonce has. Like, granted.
Yeah, of course.
She has released more work. But like,
Beyonce
Beyonce has
Hollywood
kids.
now.
She had kids.
No, but
and
Beyonce
she had,
is Hollywood now.
she also has kids. Like, it's different.
She
like,
has a lot more.
But what about that whole drama scandal behind her work and ownership of her work, that they weren't even trying to let her perform her own songs on the AMAs?
Yeah, because Scooter Braun. Okay.
And then she had to fight
She'll give you the
to
whole
fight her to sing her own music.
She's trying to re-record everything.
But that has happened to JoJo. That has happened to Timbaland. Timbaland was not allowed to record any music under the name Timbaland for many, 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 many years.
But that's how everybody in Bad Boy is.
And if that happens to Taylor Swift,
that's what Puff Daddy did to everybody on the Bad Boy.
And if that could happen to Taylor Swift, one of the biggest artists in the world, that could literally happen to a 14-year-old girl right now, like signing a record deal. Could happen to anybody. Yeah. Because she signed that when she was old. 14, 15 years old.
She was mad young.
See, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you young.
And
young and dumb. No, I'm not saying dumb, but that's how they see you.
Dumb,
like,
but you can't.
Young and naive.
Naive is the word.
But it's not even naive, it's ignorance because you don't know.
Yeah.
You just say you know you getting a deal. You just see you getting a deal.
Me right now at 28 showing up zeros, I'll sign it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, it's true. Like
no,
if you don't have
I'm just
anything,
saying
this
from
is all you ever
experience, from
wanted.
being in the music game, there's so much to know. You need a lawyer when you start getting into stuff. Like there's so much to know. I learned so much just in like how long I've been doing? 3 years, 4 years. I learned
you
so
gotta be like
much.
the mom from the Cheetah Girls.
Like a lot, like from studio time to different just words to say, just having ASCAP things to back up your music so people can't steal it. Like so much, it's so much that goes into it. You have to be so careful. And got swindled. I mean, we already been through some.
I literally just found this. Oh, that she sings 5 minutes ago. Maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's like the guy Uni-G. He be telling me all about it too. Like he met with Atlantic. He met with Rock Nation. What other record? And I'm like, yo, you signed? He was like, no, it's not right. Like what they're offering is not right.
So
and I'm
it goes to show, like, what's his name?
Who?
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Everything's solo.
Solo, yeah.
Everything is absolutely independent artist.
Yeah.
Mac Miller for a long time before he passed.
Who do you remember was like the first independent artist
because I just can't seem to go beyond
It's so
Soulja
hard.
Boy. I'd be like, who really like went
Before
hard
the era of the
independent?
internet.
But if you want me to
Before
say
the era of the
if you want me
internet,
to
nobody.
sit here and tell you the Jay-Z story, I can, but it's up to y'all.
That was like, so fast.
If you
But-
want me to.
But like independent
work on
artists that go hard and like actually make a name for themselves.
No, it's possible.
You have to have
It's really
literally.
hard, but
You
it's
have to
possible.
have one. You have to have the money. You have to have the money because at the end of the day, if you don't, you're gonna sign the deal because they're gonna give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're gonna sit there and take whatever contract. If you don't, you got me. You need the money. At the end of the day, that's why people sign.
That's why.
That's why people sign.
Because it's so hard doing it by yourself.
Exactly.
Paying for all this stuff is like, you already know. That shit
It's
adds up.
come on, studio time.
Let alone even videos and just outfits to perform in. You think about if you have a performance once a week, you can never wear that same thing ever again because you getting people taking photos of you and they posting it on their page, your page.
Imagine you be exactly because that's what I think about, and I'm nobody. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I'm not posting. I already want you.
Girl, let me just tell you, I have a couple events in December, and I need 3 outfits, and I have a lot of dresses, but I'm not wearing those.
Like if I didn't post it, I'll wear it. You get it? But if nah.
And being that you're an artist, you feel like you gotta look extra extravagant above everybody else. Like you gotta stand out. So it's like everything gotta be right. Like makeup,
You have
hair,
to create your own
nails,
record
everything.
label.
It's a brand.
You have to
create
create
it
a
for
brand.
yourself, and you have to know how.
Like Rockefeller did.
Everybody's like, looks at you like, got it.
I'm just saying, I could tell you the whole story. But anyhow,
Save that for
so
another
wait,
episode.
I feel like this podcast we went from my birthday to Thanksgiving to
losing
to
two
America
members.
to
oh my god, we were on that.
we had so many topics today.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted y'all on my podcast. See, that's what I wanted for my birthday.
Aww.
I get cute.
Aww.
I get cute. I wanted my crazy friends on my podcast.
Hang marshmallow on us, guys.
Marshmallow.
You know what? That's why I don't like y'all.
There we go.
She's back. She's back.
I'm back.
Didn't
I'm
last
back.
long.
But you know, I haven't recorded like a month because, like, you know, I wanted to be consistent. I said, yo, every other week I'm gonna record. But remember, I lost my voice,
Yeah.
and that was my
But
week
that's
to
yours.
record. That was my week to my voice was horrible.
But you should have still
Your
recorded.
That
party?
was
To show,
you?
just to
Oh,
show
you know what
endurance,
happened?
like just to show that nothing can stop you. Like still, so what? Guess what, guys?
Call us.
I don't have
Call
a
us
voice,
next time.
but I'm gonna give you 20 minutes of peace of my mind, and it
With
doesn't
no
have to
voice?
be long.
What a voice.
With no voice.
The computer that's automated. Hello guys, it's me.
You remember Blank Check, the
Yeah,
movie
remember
Blank
that.
Check? You ever watched that movie Blank Check? Where they typed it. Nah, so like my voice was messed up. I was like, yo, I'm not recording. I'll record when my voice come back, and I never recorded again.
Wait,
And
what happened to your? What were you
So I
doing?
did some dumb. I did something dumb. So I was doing a science project with my little cousin, and it had what was it? Plaster, and it said, "Oh, do not inhale the plaster." But I made sure to tell my little cousin, "Hey, don't cover your nose, stay over there." But I didn't. And ever since that day, I started coughing and triggering my asthma.
And your
I was
asthma.
like, yeah.
That's real smart.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
But then I
Like
said that was a perfect example that I would fail in the plane because you know how they say,
Yeah,
oh,
put that
make sure
mask
you
on
mask
for you.
first and
Yep.
then help somebody. That was a perfect example that I would fail because
can't have
I made
other
sure
people
that
help
she was
yourself.
good instead of me. But yeah, that's what happened with my voice. So hopefully I'll be more
And you're
consistent.
hard-headed because if I would have read that, I would have been like, oh hell, okay, come here, baby, we gotta put this
Because
on.
I thought it wasn't that close. You know what's my theory? I was like, I'm not that close because I'm not like that sure and I'm not near it or whatever. Yeah,
So what was the science project?
It was, I don't know, and I bought the science kit. You had to like make a
Another
plaster.
reason not to have kids.
Another reason not to have
No, I'm
kids.
just kidding.
But anywho,
Read the manual first.
Read the manual. The parent manual.
I am done. Well, I hope everybody had what time is it?
It's like 3 in the morning.
It's almost
It's
4 in the
4
morning.
o'clock.
We lost like 3 people on our podcast.
monkeys jumping on the bed. We're
It's
like,
still
that's
my
what's
birthday.
happening.
I was actually born like 6 in the morning, so it's really not my birthday yet.
And
It
then
is. I'm
2
just
more
saying.
hours.
Yeah, and
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but it's Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for you, Andrea.
I get cute.
And our friendship.
I get cute. I'm thanking for y'all. Y'all spend what's y'all spend? Y'all
We spent our Thanksgiving
brought
Eve.
in
yes, Thanksgiving and my
Thanksgiving.
birthday.
And your birthday.
You know, with the real ones, you already know. With the real ones.
Ow, but she's sweet.
I'm done. With the real ones. Hopefully. Maybe we can record one for Christmas.
Oh, this will be like the holiday edition.
Holiday edition.
Season.
Look at that, we're booked already.
Alright, we need to set it up.
Let's do it.
But
As
anyhow.
long as we can wear like ugly sweaters.
As long as we can wear
Okay,
these
we can
outfits
do an
again.
ugly sweater thingy, like a little event.
That's funny.
Alright, we'll figure it out. But
Plan it.
anywho, yeah. Alright. But anywho, over and out.